Hello, everybody. It is what is it? It's Wednesday night. It's ranking the tracks. It's volume 17. Holy moly, we're just moving along here. It's the non-album B sides, whatever from A sides from the 80s, and man, it's 24 songs. It's going to be quite the list. And Tom Hunyadi here with my buddy Andy Nichols. Andy, what's going on, my friend?
A St. Patrick's Day
The
edition.
Saint Patty's edition
The luck
of
of
Ranking the
the
Tracks.
luck of the Irish edition.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So we're gonna just give everybody a minute here to make sure that our chat's working.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's been a little bit. We had a little bit of a 1 week break.
Yeah. Unfortunately, things happen, and we had to postpone last week's show. Um, you know, Thank you everybody that reached out and and spoke your piece
Yeah,
about it. Sorry that happened, but things happen in life, and that are more important than this. And then, unfortunately, and that's all I'll say about that. But we're back, and we're ready to go. So, what do you see? Anybody to popping
yeah.
in?
So we have here Mr. Hudson's on there. Hey,
Hudson,
hi Hudson.
hey buddy,
And I got a username called A Couple Songs who said, "Hey Tom."
hey
Tim Allen says, "Hi Tom, hi Andy, hi Tim."
Jim.
Oliver, of course. Yeah, hi Oliver. Hello. He said, "Hello, Odd Socks." I
That's
like
good.
that one. I like that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just make sure this is going here. That's going there. Zoom in. There we go. There's that phone of yours again.
Yep. Enjoy it. Yep.
So yeah, we're ready to go. So yeah, we're gonna rank the non-album tracks from the 1980s. We've assembled a track listing of 24 tracks.
24 tracks. Yeah. Now there's some songs in there we probably could have put in there, but we just decided against. I mean, Twice in a Lifetime. Yeah. I mean, it could have gone in there, but again, it wasn't. I mean, if it was released as a single, yeah, it would have definitely gone in on this list. But since it was just in the movie and wasn't released until the '93 Pipes of Peace CD, so
Right. So we can't really classify it then. I mean,
yeah,
same thing with Simple as That. I mean, it didn't,
yeah.
was done an 80s song, but it didn't get a release until later. Susan, Tom Brennan, Tony, Kevin Lyle, Martin, hello. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've seen you guys. So
Yeah, thank you for all being here again. I mean, we really missed you guys last week, and it is what it is. But listen, I got a little show and tell here. I was
go for it,
fortunate
brother.
enough. I was
Yeah, of
fortunate
course
enough
you are.
to yeah. Hey, it's the luck of the draw. I mean, we didn't get
Well,
the
I mean,
first dice, you know,
I mean,
but yeah,
yeah. So that is the
this is the Mark McCartney 3 Imagined dice and promo, promo die, whatever you want to call it. And so, you got the three dice that come in here, and you can see as soon as it focuses in, I guess.
I can
But
see it. Hey,
yeah, but you got there's a 3, and then you got on all of them, you got the names of the artists that will either be covering the McCartney songs on McCartney 3 Imagine or doing remixes.
yeah.
So
Well, I
but
mean,
it
the NPL must have saw your credit card statement and saw that you bought 78 copies, so they sent it to you. There you go. That's
Yeah, they
why.
said, oh, this sucker bought enough stuff,
Yeah.
so why don't we send him some free 5-cent dice?
Get him some swag. A couple more people chiming in here. Nathan
Yeah.
Strong. Hey, Nathan, how are you,
Hey,
buddy? Day Tripper. A couple songs says, "This is my first Two Legs live stream." Well, welcome.
oh, cool. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
music score says that's a score for you. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. So really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so McCartney reimagined.
Yeah, McCartney reimagined.
Country. Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. I did pre-order the Splatter edition from the McCartney website, and I'll get a CD when on the day it comes out. But that's it. I'm not going crazy like I
Yeah,
did with McCartney 3.
no. And I could care less about this release. I could care less about it. If I
Mm,
want to hear Paul McCartney songs, I'm going to listen to Paul McCartney. I
yeah,
don't care about who's covering it. I don't even care if Beck's on it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to This is one release I do not care about it.
fair enough. Fair
Um
enough, brother. Fair enough.
yeah. Comments here. Jamie Hayes says, "Hey guys, I have a suggestion for you. Could you do a fantasy album of McCartney songs, double LP, and a handpicked track list?" Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we could do that one day. Absolutely. Yeah.
Phil
We
Mulliner,
could do one for each decade.
we could. Phil Mulliner says, "My first two-leg shows." We have a lot of first
Hey,
timers tonight.
listen, great. Thank you for being here. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates for when our regular shows on Saturday drop and when we go live on Wednesdays. So yeah, we put stuff up here usually twice a week. At the beginning of every month, we'll usually do a preview show for what's ahead for that month. So we like doing that as well, kind of give you guys an idea of what's going to be happening for the month, who we've got on the show, what albums we'll be ranking. So again, if you guys don't mind, if you want to know, please subscribe to the channel and we'd really appreciate it. So
Thank you. Yeah, Tony Dest, you guys excited for the Ringo EP? Yeah, I guess
yeah,
so.
for the most part. I mean, I'm excited for whenever any of them put music out, Ringo or Paul or whatever camp puts out, the box sets. Like we got the Plastic Ono box set coming out. I'm excited for that as well. So, but yeah, I'll be definitely getting the Ringo EP Friday and looking forward to it.
Friday the 19th it drops. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be
Yep.
actually reviewing it on the next Talk More Talk next Monday. So
Very good. Mo Mandolin, I couldn't care less about McCartney 3. I care less even than you. I care less than you. Okay. Day Tripper, the new Kiss of Venus sucks. Yes.
yeah, I mean, I know. Listen, it's not for everybody, but you know what? If fans of that person, like it and get used to it, maybe they'll buy McCartney 3. Maybe they'll, he'll help make a fan out for McCartney.
Maybe, yeah, maybe they'll like McCartney 3 because of that. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Kevin Lyle Martin says, "I'm excited where you guys all put Spies Like Us." Well, you'll have to see.
Yeah, listen, we got a lot of now these songs. A lot of them are well known because they were buried on like a 12-inch B-side, like a song like "I Want to Cry," which was buried on the 12-inch. You would only get that if you got the 12-inch. This one,
or Hang Glide.
Hang Glide. If you got the 12-inch press, I mean, that was the only way you're going to get Hang Glide. So I know this was a little bit more difficult than the 70s one because those 70s ones are so well known.
Yeah.
And there was no right.
Those 70s ones were like freaking classics.
Yeah, exactly. So I know a couple people went back and listened to a lot of these songs, and they either enjoyed them or they didn't like them as much as they used to. So that was cool. But what we're gonna do is, since there's 24 tracks, and we don't want to be here all night long. So 24 to 11, we're just gonna say what the song is, and then once we get to the top 10, we'll talk more about why that particular song is in our top 10. Right, absolutely.
There's so many songs, and I'm sure Tom will agree. A lot of those ones that we have ranked that way, they're just not they're songs we don't listen to a lot. So there's nothing really a whole lot to say about them. They're they're songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, catch up on comments. Yeah, okay. Kiss of Venus is the worst song on the album. Yeah, a lot of music sound gear. P.S. Love Me Do rocks. Said no one ever.
Well, we're gonna find out where that is here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we will.
I'm just gonna lower the volume on my phone here so it doesn't piss Andy off. And
you know me too well. We do a show and I hear bring with that freaking Android. I keep telling
my phone it never stops.
I keep telling him to get an iPhone, but he won't.
Yeah. It just doesn't stop, this phone. But okay, was it odds? No, it's evens. No, it's odds. So it's you. Yeah,
it is my week. Yeah. My week to kick it off. So, how do you read it? Spies Like Us or Spies Like Us? Spies Like Us.
Yeah,
that's what it is. All right, so kicking us off here, number 24 of the non-album tracks from 1980 to 89. Number 24, and I think my partner is going to have the same one, is P.S. Love Me Do. Number 24, horrible song. He even played it live in Rio in 1990. Yes. Ridiculous. Yep. 24. Right.
And that was a bonus track on the Japanese 2-disc Flowers in the Dirt, right?
Right, which that was actually the last track we had talked about. We weren't sure if we would include it. And I said, Tom, actually got a 1989 release on the 2 CD Japanese
Flowers
in the Dirt. So I said, gotta count it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Our friend of the show, Tony DeMeo, he said he just purchased that, picked it up, and thanks to you showing it. So cool.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
man.
24. Go.
P.S. Let me do. Waste of time. Waste of time.
Okay,
Next. Next.
next. 23. Ue
Yeah.
es la sole, and it's
Uh,
88 incarnations. Could care less. It's got a nice little groove to it, little fireman-esque, but never liked the song. The album actually didn't have it, thank God. And it ended with Tom's favorite motto of love anyway. So
right.
yeah.
23 for me is the other B side from coming up, Lunchbox Odd Socks.
Okay.
Again, that just doesn't. I mean, I know it's from the 70s, and
Thought you would have had that a little higher.
no, yeah, no, don't enjoy it at all. Just don't enjoy it at all.
Okay.
And I really don't have much to say about it, anyways. So
22 for me.
22.
1986 B-side, Hang Glide. Don't
Wow.
care.
Yeah.
Don't care about it. Kind of goes nowhere. Don't care about it at all. Don't like
Okay.
it. That's it.
Yeah. 22 for me. I got Ules Los Soleil. Again, it's just like another song that's on here where that's pretty much all it is. It's just the same thing going over and over and over again. I at one point I did know what what it meant in English. The translation, I forgot what it was now.
Something about the sun. That's all
Sun,
I know.
right? Yeah. So, but yeah, I think I thought it was a complete waste of time. Again, this should have been like buried on a B side. I don't know why they wasted it on a single. I got the matter of fact, I got it right here. And why do I have it if I don't like it? Because I'm a McCartney completist and I gotta have it.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be part of our little giveaway for 1,000.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You don't love it that much.
No.
Catch up.
But after I get rid of it, you know what? I'll probably end up buying it again.
Let's catch up on some comments here. Let's see. Hudson's got Secret Friend at 23. Music Sound Gear had Lunchbox at 8. Oliver had Love Me, P.S. Let Me Do at 22. Tom Brennan had Good Sign at 22. Music Sound Gear had Hang Glide at 3. Wow. Cool. Kevin Gilliam had Secret Friend at 22. Tony says, I thought Lunchbox was in the 70s. It's on the Venus and Mars CD. Now it is.
Now it is.
But back prior to 2014, when that archive came out, it was only considered an 80s B-side. So where is the sun? That's what it means. Thank you, Mo. And thank you, Susan. That's what that means. So, okay.
Yeah. So 21.
For me?
Yep.
Party.
Yeah.
Keep partying away. Keep partying. Don't care.
Okay. My 21 is the humming version of We All Stand Together. That's the B-side. A lot of people ask, what is humming version when I plan, when I posted the list. Yeah, I should have posted that was the B-side to We All Stand Together.
Yeah. People are like, what's that? Yeah.
But humming version is my 21.
Interesting. Okay. Oliver has Hang Glide at 2. A lot of love for Hang Glide.
Hey,
good for them. They like it.
That's absolutely.
20. I Want to Cry. Can't stand it. I want to cry when I hear that song more. Paul, the blues is not your strong suit. Let Eric Clapton play it. Not a fan.
It's funny because we'll be talking about that song this weekend for a show in 2 weeks, so a week and a half or whatever. Yeah. My 20 is again another track from the Venus and Mars sessions, and that's My Carnival. It was the B-side to Spies Like Us. Just never cared for this one either. And just didn't appeal to me. That style of music at that time just didn't do anything for me, and the track still doesn't do anything for me.
Still doesn't. Okay.
No, yeah.
I know you like Spies Like Us. I know that.
Oh, love it.
19. Good sign. Crap. Don't like it. That's a good sign. Yeah, it's a good sign that I'm going to skip it.
Yeah.
Along. Don't like it.
19 for me. I know this song has its fans, and I'm not one of them, but it's Ode to a Koala Bear. Yeah. Wow. And I knew that was going to rub you the wrong way.
What gave you that idea? What gave you that idea? Damn.
What? Yeah. Never been a fan of this track.
Too schmaltzy?
Yeah. Just too, ugh. Yeah. I tell you what, it was pretty cute though when you was it Saturday Night Live when they're doing they're doing the interview with Father Guido Sarducci, and I
Yes.
think he asked him what his favorite animal was, and I think he said the koala bear.
Koala
Yeah,
bear. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That was 19.
yeah. That was no, yeah, that was 19. Yep.
18. First Stone. 18 for me, the First Stone.
Well, another B side.
Another B side. Never a fan. It's okay. It's grown on me a little bit, but haven't really, never was really enamored with the First Stone. Joe just chimed in here.
Oh, Joe.
Andy called a Paul song crap. I don't believe it. Yes, Joe. Yes, I did. And no, not the Australian mix, Oliver. Although that's good too. We'll see. The comments are See, Tim Allen says "Ode to Koala Bear" is better than the A side. Say. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. 18 for me is "Rain in the Forest." Rain
I
Cloud.
thought you liked this song better.
I like it. I don't love it. I mean, these other tracks I tend to like a lot more than Rain Clouds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah, Rain Clouds. You had it at where? 18?
Rain Clouds 18. That was the B side of Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 17. Flying to My Home. Can't do it.
What?
The Voice. The Voice. The sun is fading in the west. Oh my God. What was it? What was a cat recording that song? Oh my God. Now, it's got potential, but oh my God. The voice on that song. Garbage.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, Johnny.
That's fine. 17 for me. Right here, "I Want to Cry." It's buried on the B side for this one. We'll talk about this this weekend with our guest David Ghosty Wills. It's the only original track that was recorded during the Russian album sessions. So Choba. So I do kind of like the bluesy aspect of it. It's not the best thing he's ever done. On the Way, I think, was 10 times better as a bluesy track than "I Want to Cry." But I mean, it's nice for what it is, but it's not great.
No. Okay, Adam Ortega. Hi, hello. How are you? Says, "Hey,
Adam."
Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Gilliam didn't like my Flying to My Home rankings. You hurt my soul. Sorry. Tony DeMeo. I wish these B-sides were on CD. Some of them are. You have to.
Some of them are the singles, the 80s and 90s CD singles. Sorry.
Yeah, they are out there. You got to you got to hunt around. But some of them are. There's only a couple that are not.
Right.
No, let's go this one, Lovejoy. Oh, we're not ranking those alternate mixes of the album tracks. Mo.
Right, yeah. I should have stated that earlier. We're not doing like extended cuts or
remixes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that, but
just a song proper, and that's it.
It is a good mix, Mo. I do like that Lovejoy mix of this one. I like it. Adam asks, when is the Off the Ground ranking? The Off the Ground ranking will be next week.
Next week, yep.
Saddle up.
Yep.
Okay.
16.
16 for me. It's Not True.
Wow.
Yes. It's Not True for me, number 16. Starting to get to the upper echelon, but we're not quite there yet for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a little bit of a weaker song.
Yeah.
Ed Crawford. I want to Cry could have gone on Broad Street. Yeah.
A lot of people were crying after they saw Broad Street.
Yeah, not Ed.
Yeah. 16 for me, Good Sign, another B-side from the Flowers in the Dirt sessions. As a matter of fact, that was the B-side to is it this one? Yeah.
No. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So good. I think it's a good song. Again, not great, but these next 4 or 5 songs, they could have gone in any order, really. But it's just
they're getting better now.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Like I said, It's Not True. Flying to My Home, like those. We're getting better. They're not scraping the barrel here for
no
lists. Right. So they're getting better. 15 for me. Right away. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, right away, 15. Sounds like it's to be playing like it's some New York City jazz club or something.
Mm,
Um, you know, that's it. It's okay, nothing special, but I like it. It's a good song, but
okay.
nothing special.
Fantastic. 15 for me. I like this one a little bit better, a little bit more than you do. I kind of dig Party Party. I can definitely see. Yeah, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig this one. I like the
Oh
beat
God.
to it. I just, again, it's a simple lyrics. It's just party party, whatever. But I kind of dig it musically than I do. I mean, obviously there's nothing to the lyrics, but I kind of dig the beat to it and the rhythm, and I kind of like this one. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Susan's got hang glide at 15.
Mm.
Kevin Gilliam has a hang glide at 16. Oh, I ticked him off again. He has it's not true is his number 3. Damn. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Okay. Tom Brennan has Spies Like Us at 15.
Wow.
Okay. So now we're down to, I believe, 14 for
Yep.
me.
14 for you, buddy.
The aforementioned Spies Like Us. Yeah. Tom's going to have it like a 3. Oh, what the hell, you man? How do you have it so low? I'm like, I was never really big on the whole song anyway. I know it was his last top 10, though, right?
Until the Kanye West stuff. Yeah.
That don't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. But it was that was his last top 10.
This is
right?
last top 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Here in the States. In the States.
In the States, yeah. Again, the next couple, anyway, my next 4 could have been interchanged. 14 could have been 11, and so on. So
Right. No, I hear you.
I listen. If I have Spies Like Us on, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna listen
Yeah.
to it. I don't dislike it like I dislike Hang Glide or Party Party. It's a good
Right.
song. I really enjoy it, but the other 10 or 11 are a lot better.
Gotcha. All right, my 14. The rest of the songs from here on out, I really like to love this track, and 14 for me is I really like Hang Glide. Obviously I like it better than you do. McCartney, Stewart, co-write, and I'm kind of a little ticked off that it was just buried on the press 12-inch
12-inch, yeah.
single. Hopefully, if we do get a press to play, box set, I'm sure this will be on there.
Oh,
But
that'll be on there for no doubt.
but I definitely, hope that this is a track that people will find and maybe appreciate. So
Yeah. Okay. 13. The B-side to Spies Like Us, My Carnival.
okay.
Purely probably for the wings factor, which is gonna kind of factor in with another one of my songs in a little bit.
Mhm.
The nostalgia factor. I kind of agree with Tom's assessment. It kind of is like it's just it doesn't really suit the whole mood of the period a little bit.
Right.
New Orleans, Mardi Gras, and all that stuff. So yeah, never big on it, but it's a nice it's a good little B. It's a good little B-side.
Right.
Let's see comments. James, I prefer Flaming Spies Like Us. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
13, you.
All right, 13 me is the kind of this is a total Billy Joel song. This is like the forgotten, like
Oh, I know what
I
this
can
is.
if Billy Joel was to do the song, I wouldn't be surprised, and that's Loveliest Thing.
Loveliest Thing.
Loveliest Thing. This is a total. I mean, I know Phil Ramone produced it. I believe.
Well, there's the Billy Joel connection.
And I think the band. I think Billy Joel's band members were on this one as well.
They were.
And I think this was on the CD single for Figure of Eight. But yeah, I've always loved this, and I like the way he sings this. I like his piano playing on this one. It could have been a little bit higher, but
one of those classic songs where it was 2 songs in one. It was called
Right.
Without Permission and Loveliest Thing, and he just
that's true.
merged them again in the old McCartney. Let's just combine 2 songs.
There you go.
The Oliver likes them seeing the video of them recording Mark Carnival and the Wingspan doc, which you can see in there, that too, which is a good thing for that. Oliver has Ode to Koala Bear 13. Susan has Loveliest Thing, same as you, is 13.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So Tom Brennan has I Want to Cry at 13. Kevin also matches you in having Loveliest Thing at 13. So
cool.
You got some fans out there, partner. Yeah. 12 for me is Lunchbox Odd Socks for the Wings factor. I
Yeah.
hear that song and I'm like, this should be on Venus and Mars. And
Yeah.
it's to me, it's a nice little, it's of that kind of proud mom kind of vein. Sally, it's all from that same period. So I like the nostalgia factor. Plus, I just like the Moog synthesizers and a lot of that in the Wings music.
Yeah. I know you like that kind of thing. Yeah.
I dig that stuff. So
Yeah.
and as a prog rock fan, I've always liked the synths and stuff. So
Right.
yeah, I've always dug Lunchbox and Odd Socks. So that's why I have it at 12.
Yeah. Okay. My 12 is the B side, the temporary secretary, secret friend.
Mhm.
Now this is a track that's really grown on me over the years, especially since the box set came out in 2011.
Did you
I
know it
really
before then or no?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because I never got the 12-inch single of temporary secretary, and
But
that's
it was available up before that. It was if you got if you had the original EMI pressing,
uh
it was a bonus track on that
okay. No,
CD.
yeah, I didn't.
That
Yeah,
was my introduction to it was
right.
the CD, the first
Gotcha.
CD. So
Okay. And yeah, so I'm really digging it more these days, and I love the sound of it. And yeah, 10 years from now, it could be in my top 10.
yeah, well, it's just sitting outside it now,
Right?
your top
Yeah,
10 now. So
exactly.
it's
Number 12. Yeah. Yep.
which isn't bad. 11 for me. We all stand together. The humming version.
Oh.
I quite like that one. Anybody who's watched me rank songs, they know that I like my sappy Paul stuff. I always have. So I enjoy the humming version probably for what it is. It's calming. I don't know. I like hearing it. It opens up actually the video proper. If you ever watch it, it actually opens up with the beginning of the humming version before it goes into the proper film of We All Stand Together. So that's I've always liked it for that reason.
Okay, so that was your 11.
Yeah.
I just got an email. So breaking news. I don't know if this is breaking news.
Oh, here
I
we
just got
go.
a email from Amazon saying that they estimate the Get Back book, the Get Back book from the soon to be movie will be delivery date of September 2nd, 2021.
The book.
The book, yes, the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about the movie?
Yeah, exactly. We want to get the movie out,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
interesting there that I got an email this early saying that this is going to be scheduled for September 2nd, 2021.
Wow. All right.
Yes, yeah,
Let's
exactly.
Yeah, let's catch up on some comments here.
Okay,
Secret
go ahead.
friend is weird. Tony says secret friend is weird. Kevin Gilliam says secret friend sends off his migraines. Oliver has secret friend at 11.
Oh wow.
Let's see. James Boy says he's loved Secret Friend ever since he bought the 12-inch single in 1980. There you go.
Cool.
That's an
Excellent.
OG fan. Tony says I'm going to use my stimulus check to buy the McCartney 2 box. Well, that's quite pricey these days.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're going to use it for anything, that would be
Yeah. Humming version is better than the regular version. Yeah.
interesting.
James
Okay.
Boyce, that makes Andy sappy with you. Oliver does not.
Sappy with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, because I'm sappy. It's fine. Oliver doesn't like We All Stand Together, the humming or the regular one. Okay, well,
Yep, teach.
to each his own. Okay.
All right, my 11 is a song that I generally enjoy, and that's First Stone. I think
do you like that
this.
one?
Yeah, I like this one. This is B-side to this one, and 7-inch and 12-inch, and I just like what they're saying about it. Preach what practice what you preach. Don't throw the first stone if you're
Which is
going.
a nice message. It really is.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And it has a nice little kind of chill beginning too.
Yeah,
Which is
and I
cool.
think this was a McCartney Hamish Stewart co-write as well. So
Yes.
yeah.
All right. So now we're into the we're
No,
cracking the
top
now we're
10.
into the top 10.
Yeah.
All right. Top 10 for me. Check My Machine. And Ethan Alexandrian, I wish you were watching. I told you both Secret Friend and Check My Machine were going to be in my top 10. And they are. And this is my number. I love when McCartney kind of dabbles into this kind of experimental stuff. The synths, the vocal effects, the phasers, all that stuff, the synthesizers. It's not something you listen to every single day, but it's just McCartney being funky and weird and, all kinds of vocal effects. And for that reason, it's my number 10 for the non-album tracks.
Okay. Fair enough.
Go for it, brother.
My top 10, number 10 is the B side to Only Love Remains, and that's Tough on a Tightrope.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, I mean, this was, I mean, the of the three B sides, this is like my least favorite, but it's I still like it enough to can be considered a top 10 song, and lyrically, I think it's really good. I think it's sung well, and it's not too crazy like the other stuff on Press to Play, but it's been a track that I've always dug. So
Should have been on the album.
it could, yeah, maybe, yeah, sure,
Should have been on the album, and the remix is
absolutely,
even better, of
right.
course.
Hmm.
Okay. Number 9 for me is Secret Friend. I put the
Yeah.
two McCartney 2 B sides back together, back to back. This is again this song. I probably discovered this song 25 years ago when I first got the McCartney 2 CD. Had no knowledge of it because the 12-inch was hard to come by,
Right.
as it still is. It's you either love it or hate this one. It has that kind of Morse moose and the Grey Goose
Right.
effect. You either love it
Right.
or you don't. Um, and again, something you don't listen to every day, but for a different piece of music that kind of sonically takes you somewhere else, kind of gonna get lost with it. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Of course, the phrase "Here we are, where are we" is a phrase that his father Jim McCartney used to say, which is why which is what he said in an interview about it. Let's read this comment here, Kevin. If a party at your house gets out of hand, play "Check My Machine." It'll clear out everybody, even the motorcycle gang, in seconds. I'm gonna remember that. Oh,
Oh,
good one, good one, good one. Very good. Music sound gear. Check My Machine could be a Zapple record. Certainly could. Um, Angelo says conflicting reviews of our lives coming in. Great line to your last song, which is a great line in that song. Secret Friend. Yeah, I know it goes on and on and on and on. And me liking prog music, I'm probably prone to liking the longer stuff. So that's why I have this at my number 9.
okay. My number 9 is the track that was the very first track that McCartney and George Martin worked on together in the 80s.
Very
It's
first
the
one in
yeah,
1980.
yeah. I mean, we all know that they worked on a couple tracks in the 70s. Mainly "Live and Let Die." I'm sorry, in the 70s, "Live and Let Die." But this was the kind of like the track they worked on to see if they could
If they could do it.
if they can do it. And they did. And George Martin was the perfect person, I think, to produce "We All Stand Together." I mean, it's just this is just harkening back to to those Beatle days. I think where the two are such a great team. They know each other so well, and George Martin, I think, just knows where to put in all those little classical instruments. In a song like that, where
And he
Paul wouldn't
knows.
know. Yeah, well, Paul just like he'll hum a tune, and like George Martin will know exactly what instrument to use for that. So, and I love McCartney. His vocals are all over the place. I love the animation video to it, and
Oh,
it really adds to the enjoyment of the song for me. But yeah, "We All Stand Together" is my number 9.
and it also won the
Yep,
Ivor
Ivor
Novello
Award. Yep,
Award for best song in
sure
Britain
did.
in '84. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's very
and
very good selling
this.
record over there.
Yeah, this was a top 10 hit in the UK for Paul.
Yeah. So great choice. That was your number 9, Tom.
Number 9. Yep.
Number 8 for me is "Tough on a Tightrope."
Mm,
Love that song as much as Tom. Same reasons Tom does. The line that he mentioned, James Boyce. I prefer "Hold Me Tightrope." Another bad pun from me. Always enjoyed "Tough on a Tightrope," and it really should have closed the album. Tremendous song, and probably one of the better lyrics
yeah.
of the B sides for Press to Play too to come out of that period. Just "Tough on a Tightrope." That imagery works. It works pretty well.
Right.
Um, so that's why I like that. Kevin Lyle Martin, all the key changes, very good point, and "We All Stand Together" are very
Yeah.
impressive. Yes, lots of key changes in that. It starts out here, goes all the way up, modulation, as Paul is the master at doing that, doing that song, doing that. James Boyce says Paul gets a lot of stick for "We All Stand Together," but it's a masterful song for kids for a kids film.
Hey,
Agreed.
listen, yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people must have liked it in the 80s because, again, I think it was top 5 actually in the UK. I mean, it kind of gets the flack where, Mulligan Tire gets kind of some flack as well. Um, So in the UK, as a UK release, I'm interested to see who makes these decisions, whether or not it's okay. Well, it'll be a hit in the UK,
America.
but it
It
won't be a
won't
hit
be
here in the
here, so don't
States.
release it.
Yeah,
That would never fly now.
yeah,
So that thinking would just is backwards thinking. They would never release it, and that's it. If they like
right,
it, they like it. But
yeah,
the marketing back then was a lot different.
yeah.
Okay, who's up
Number 8
for you?
for
No,
me. Okay,
yeah,
go
eight for
ahead.
you. Yeah.
8 for me. Okay, it's not true. Another B
Oh,
side
very
from.
high ranking.
Yeah, I mean, this is another one I like a lot too. I'm not the biggest fan of how it starts. It's not true.
Boom,
Boom.
boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But once it gets into the main meat and potatoes of the song,
Some people,
yeah,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Again, I love how he sings this song. I mean, it's not necessarily falsetto. It's not necessarily his regular singing voice, but I think it's another masterful song that again, a song I think that would have improved press to play. But yeah, it's not true. That was a B-side to Press, the 7-inch, and again, 12-inch. So, but yeah, it's not true. I think is a really good song, and I think it deserves a lot more praise. As a track that could have been on an album. As we know, there's a lot of these B-sides that we've gotten throughout his whole career that are just as good as anything on the proper album.
True. Very true. Good ranking. Very good ranking, partner. Once Upon a Long Ago and We All Stand Together are on the Europe All the Best, which is actually the better one.
Yes.
Actually, it is.
Mm,
The European one of All the Best is a lot better
that's
for that
yep.
reason.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, good ranking. So number 7, for me, Loveliest Thing. Always loved that
Wow.
song. Yeah.
I'm glad that you had it that high. Cool.
Yeah, always enjoyed The Loveliest Thing. I love the Billy Joel comparison to it that you
Right.
made. And as some people chimed in on the chat, it so could be a Billy Joel song.
Yeah, it's the Lost Billy Joel song is what I meant to say earlier, and I just couldn't get it out.
Yeah, but I've always enjoyed Loveliest Thing forever. I think it was on a B side of a 12-inch way back when is how I first discovered it. It finally got, and then it was on the 93 Flowers in the Dirt, and then
Right.
finally, of course, the Japanese one, and finally got a massive release on the 2017 archive when it came out for Flowers in the Dirt.
But that was wasn't that just the download?
I believe it was only a download. Yeah, you didn't get it on disc, so that was yeah, lovely.
Bastards.
I've always enjoyed. Paul. Give me a Paul ballad any day of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, checking some rankings here. Tom Brennan had Flying to My Home at 8.
Wow.
Okay. Oliver had First Stone at 7. Kevin had I'll Give You a Ring at 7. So okay, very good. Oliver has Loveliest Thing as his 1. Wow, cool.
What do you have at number 1?
Loveliest Thing.
Oh wow, great! I think that's excellent. Nice.
So number 6. I'm sorry, 7. 7.
Yeah. For me,
Yes.
is I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but it's in the top 10. Okay, and that's Once Upon a Long Ago. Great track, great track. But
Are you ranking the long version or the extended version?
the extended. No, just the regular track that was on the 7-inch. I mean, that's how I know the song.
But the one that you have there, the gray one,
Yeah.
has the 6-minute
Correct.
extended cut.
Right.
That's the better cut.
Right.
That's in my opinion.
Right. There you
But
go.
this, yeah, the longer version, I should say the extended version, which is 6 minutes and change,
6. Right.
featuring wonderful violin playing by Nigel Kennedy on that track.
Yes, that's true.
6 minutes. That's the go-to version of the song. But again, the All the Best, the CD single.
Yeah, I mean, you got 4 different versions of this song. I think it was.
There's a ton. So convoluted history with that song, and then it just didn't even get an American release, which is ridiculous.
No, it's a shame that one, because I do think that was U.S. worthy of a song. It is good. I mean, some people might know this, but it was a track that was considered for the Princess Bride film. I know Rob Reiner contacted McCartney to write a couple songs for that film, and this along with Beautiful Night, were 2 tracks that were
in contention.
for that soundtrack. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
but
this
yeah,
was
Once a Long Ago is my 7, and it's a beautiful song. I think it's well sung. A good video. I think for the track, and I love the horn, the sax. Throughout
I mean, he obviously cared a lot about it. It got a video
yeah,
release. It got multiple formats released. He
yes,
played it
right.
on live on television. He didn't really.
Yes, he did.
He mimed it on TV
Right.
shows. So this is something he obviously put a lot of thought into this
Yep.
track.
Mhm.
Mid '87. He's trying to rebound here. So
It was a
yeah,
good attempt. I mean, and I think this was his last top 10 in the UK.
as James Boyce just said, this was his last top 10 here, which is largely forgotten in the UK,
Right.
which is a shame. It
Yep.
really is.
Yeah.
All right, so that was number 7 for you.
Yep.
6 for me, Rain Clouds.
Mm.
Um, again, more sentimental and historical reasons.
Mm.
Denny's on it. Of course, it was recorded on the day after John Lennon was killed.
Right.
So, and I like it more for the the flute playing
Yeah.
on
No, that's beautiful. Yeah.
on
Good.
that track. The vocal, I'm not crazy about. Rain,
Yeah.
that I'm not really crazy about. I don't think you like that
See,
either.
See, and that's what. Whereas we're back, flying to my home bugs you with the vocals. The vocal on Rain Cloud is kind of what I don't like on it.
Yeah, but
So,
you hear Linda's nice on that track. Rain Clouds Hide the Sun, and I really love that Patty Maloney was the player who played on that from the Chieftains
mm,
on that track as well. So yeah, that's more for historical, sentimental reasons why I have that song ranked where I do.
yeah, the last co-write between McCartney and Denny Lane.
That's right.
Mm.
So 6 for you.
All right, check my machine. I got
Very
6.
good.
Yeah,
Nice ranking.
again, another song that has continued to grow on me since the 2011 release of the archive set. Now this one I did know. Thanks to, I think this was the B-side to Waterfalls.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I knew it from that. And then now obviously we got the longer version on the box set. But yeah, I totally dig this one. I love how it's arranged and everything like that. I think it's really cool. It sounds like so simple, you know what I mean, to put together for Paul, but it's a track that I dig, and I'll continue to dig for a long time.
Cool. Mo Mandolin says Reiner rejected the song. Meathead
Yes.
move. Now,
Yeah.
if you're a fan or if you've heard of the show All in the Family, that's the reference. Meathead move. Nice one. He was a meathead for rejecting it.
Right. Yep. He was a meathead at that point. Yeah. For doing that. Yep.
Dead from the neck up, as Archie used to say. Oh boy. Okay, so you had that ranked very high.
Yep.
Very 6. Good. 6. Okay. Number 5 for
top
me.
Top 5, buddy.
We are into the top 5, and my number 5 is "I'll Give You a Ring," which Tom and I love this song. I'm wondering where Tom has this. We were talking before we went on the air how much he loved this friggin' song.
Love it.
Yeah, this one could have been 1 or 2 for me, really. I mean, this was like my first discovery of like, holy crap, his B-sides are as good as his album tracks.
Right. Yep.
And that was when I first discovered this. That's why I was like, whoa.
And he's been sitting on this song for a long time too.
Yeah.
There's footage of him doing this song.
Goes back as far back as 74.
Right.
With the one hand clapping.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. Great song. Great song. Great chorus. Whoa, man, Linda's on it.
Oh, love that part. Yeah.
Whoa, man. I mean, it's just a great song. Yeah. I'll Give You a Ring is, I'm very curious to see where you have it, but yeah, it was my 5. So what do you got?
Number 5. Ooh. What do you do?
I knew it. I knew it.
A huge fan of Spies Like Us.
Love that
huge fan.
You love that
this song. And this is a track that he could easily do live these days too.
I don't know, but pump the brakes on
no,
that.
He could easily do that. I mean, it's not vocally demanding, in that sense. I think there's enough McCartney fans out there that know this track, and I think would go crazy if he was to do this live.
I don't know about that. I think this is a bathroom song for most people on the show. Not us.
No,
not us. Or anybody watching this.
Right. but yeah, video is whatever. But I love the bass playing. I love the funk, the bass throughout the track on this one, and and I love the ending when he goes spies like us,
Yes.
and it's like I love the coda at the end, So a lot that I like about Spies Like Us, and
We don't do
yeah,
a thing by the book, which is cool.
exactly, yeah,
That's a nice
yeah,
part of the song.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Lyrically,
don't,
it's not challenging or anything like that, but it works for the film, and it's just
hasn't
again,
spoken a lot about this track since that
right,
time.
yeah, and it was
And
his last top 10 in the states.
yeah, and very interesting. Got Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd riding a bike,
Yeah,
Abbey Road
yeah,
riding a bike.
yep,
Going up.
yep, yep.
You
Taking
know,
masks off.
yeah, yeah. The demo is actually pretty cool too for this. Have you
Mm,
ever heard the demo is very good for Spies Like Us? Yeah. Ed Crawford, yes, Spies Like Us, I definitely enjoy. So,
yep.
Ed and you were on the same page with that. Funny ending too as well. All right, so now we're into my number
Four.
four.
Yep.
Getting there. Number four for me is We All Stand Together for
Mm.
all the same reasons Tom said. Would you have that at 8, Tom, or 9?
9. Yeah.
Get it at
9.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just love it. I love it.
Mm.
I love all the animation, everything they went into it is, again, as somebody mentioned a few comments back, the key changes in this song.
Mm.
Starts down here,
Right.
works its way all the way up to the end. Big glorious finish. George Martin production, the whole kitchen sink thrown in there. The only way George Martin can do it.
Right.
I've always enjoyed it. I've always been a sucker for this kind of stuff from Paul. So, number 4.
Yeah. 4 for me. Let's see here. What do we got? Back on My Feet. When I think one of his best B-sides ever, and definitely, my top 4 are all B-sides. My top 4 are all B-sides. That's how much I love these B-sides from the 80s. They're just amazing, and this one I think is amazing as well.
This is amazing.
Yeah, the first released. Actually, this was the first McManus McCartney.
This was the first one.
Yeah, this was the first one to see. It was Paul. Had the song. It was pretty much done, but Elvis came in and helped out with a few things. Produced by Phil Ramone. So actually, both songs on this were produced by Phil Ramone, and. I don't need love. I just, I dig the chorus on this one. And,
it is one of those songs.
Yeah.
It's one of the verses are great. It's one of those songs that instantly puts you in a better mood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and I crank this one up when I'm listening to it at work. It's just a great. I think, I love singing to it too. It's a good, just a good feel-good song. I think
you got the chorus. I don't need love. Then it goes back to these great verses. Cut
Right.
back again to a man going by. And all this kind of wordplay. A lot of wordplay in that song. Especially gets a bit wordy at the end of that song. See the lies of the end.
Yeah.
Well, it gets a bit wordy, a little bit, but that's not a big detractor because melodically it is such a good song.
Right.
Yep. It's like a 1987 Penny Lane, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does.
It does. But that's the vibe it has.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. Couple comments here. Back on My Feet should have been on Flowers. Yes. Yeah. For sure. So that was your number 4, brother?
That was Back on My Feet, number 4.
Back on My Feet. All right, number 3. We get to a song that we have not, nobody's discussed yet. Number 3 for me, and God, I might have to duck under my desk when I say this because some people are going to go, what? But I have to put it up here, and that's Ode to a Koala Bear.
Right.
Sorry. Now, I know somebody out there, I think Susan says she likes this song quite a bit, so I'm hoping that Susan gives me some props for this ranking. I really hope she does. I've always loved Ode to a Koala Bear. It's like, to me, it checks the same boxes as Back on My Feet. It's got a good melody. Linda's singing great on it. The backing vocals on it. It's just kind of a lilting. Somebody also said on our chats once that it's almost like another version of You Really Got a Hold on Me by Smokey Robinson. It has that kind of pace.
Same flow, same tempo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Tim Allen says he has Ode to Koala Bear at number 3. If you've got a sweet spot, You have to love this. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Thank you. See, there's some support here for this. For me to use as Ode to Koala Bear is fantastic, lush, sentimental, and a great melody. Susan, Ode to Koala is her number 2. Yes, Andy.
Wow.
Thank you, Susan.
I know
I
it
knew,
has its fans. I know it has its fans.
it's listen, is it schmaltzy? Yes. But if you know me, you know I rank Mary Had a Little Lamb very high. So
Right.
if you know that, you know I'm gonna probably rank something like this as high as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's Ode is my number that's my number 3. Go, brother.
Okay, my number 3, "You Need Love," Right Away. Again, another B side.
Wow, holy crap. Good for you, man.
Right Away is again another, I think, another good play on words. Right away, it could be, right away as with RIGHT, or it could be, right away as
WRIT,
in
right.
WR. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So again, I like that aspect of it, and it's kind of written the same style as the another song that's coming up too. But yeah, Right Away. I mean, again, I think this is a glorious B-side, one of his best, and
Has its
for
fans
me,
too. I know,
yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah, exactly. So Right Away, number 3 for me, and yeah, it'll always be a favorite of mine for sure.
Yeah. Was that a new favorite, or you've always liked it
Oh,
since
I've
you
liked this
discovered it?
one a long time. Yeah, I've liked this one for a long time. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
probably since I bought the 93 CD.
Reissue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reissue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
Probably
Very
since around
nice.
2000-ish, I would say.
Okay, so 20 years.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting down there. Number 2 for me. Back on My Feet.
Yeah.
For all the reasons Tom mentioned, he says he loves singing it. I do too. It's just a feel good song. It's a feel good song. It's a great B side. Somebody said it should have been on Flowers. It definitely should have been on Flowers. And actually the demo, again, one of these things, when these box sets drop, you find out that like these demos come out that you never knew about, and then we got a great demo of Back on My Feet,
Right.
albeit as a download, on the Flowers box set. And the demo was so great. But if you notice in the demo, the chorus isn't in there yet. It's just the verses.
Right.
It hasn't had that "I Don't Need Love" part. It's just kind of the verses. So you could see where Costello came in
Right.
and added and brought that song to what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of fans up for Right Away. Robert S. says Right Away is great.
Yep.
James Boyce, Throw It Right Away. Yeah. Ed Crawford loves Right Away. Is definitely a good spot. Yeah, Jamie, Right Away could have been on Press to Play after Pretty Little Ahead. Well, that's just sequencing, but it wasn't on the album proper.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Back on My Feet, Once Upon a Long Ago. It's, to me, that's the 1-2 punch for me. It's a little teaser by number 1. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2 is "Flying to My Home." Again, I bought.
Wow.
Yeah, bought the single back in '89.
You did? Oh, you bought this?
Oh, I bought the single back in '89. Yeah. I love obviously I love My Brave Face. You flip this over. I really dig the change in vocals. I love the vocal effect on this one.
Okay.
The sun is fading. I dig that. And he's done that throughout his career.
He has.
You know what I mean? Just experimenting with the vocals and different sound effects for vocals, and even back in the Beatle days, where he sped up his voice for When I'm 64. So it's a track that I've always loved, and I'm flying to my home.
Yeah, it has a nice opening too,
And and I would play this a lot too whenever, because when I was the tour caterer, when I was out and about, this would always be like a song I would play when on my way home, whether I was driving or flying and flying back home. This was always like one of my returning home songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit more sentimental value over the last 5-6 years for me.
I'm gonna recognize it. That's all good stuff too. You got a lot of support there for your choice there, partner. Tim Allen has his Flying number 2. My Home is number 2. He loves the vocal on it. Sounds like a Ram outtake to him.
Yeah.
Brad Parnell says, "Yay, I love Flying to My Home. Great harmonies."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good choice. Good choice, brother. Very high ranking. High praise indeed. High praise indeed. So,
yes, sir.
All right, so my number 1, no surprise for those of you little scorecards at home, is Once Upon a Long Ago. Did I mention I like this record quite a bit? multiple, vinyl copies.
You got the
Um,
7-inch too?
I got the 7-inch. I have also the rare CD single, which
Mm,
has 4 tracks on it. Once upon a long ago, Back in My Feet, Don't Get Around Much Anymore,
right.
and Kansas City. I also have a pretty rare thing, which is a CD video, which I don't even think these things play anymore, but it's
Oh
from
wow.
Japan.
Right.
And this has the video version of it as well. I love Once Upon a Long Ago, the extended version, the 6-minute version with the extended solo. I absolutely love it. It's got so much imagery in it. Almost could be a Christmas song, really. Picking up picking up scales and broken. It's one of those songs you can imagine.
Right.
Uh, it's unbelievable. I mean, and I discovered this song again in the '90s as a younger fan. Didn't have access to this stuff, so I remember going on the old MPL Communications website, and there was a catalog of all his songs. And I would be like, well, what's that song? And you could play 30-second singles, like
Oh
snippets
really?
of the songs in that old media player called Real Player. Anybody old enough to remember Real Player on Windows computers? They'd play it, and they'd give you 30-second samples. And I heard this, and I'm like, I got to get that song. I don't know how. I remember, I called record shops in New York, and then somebody
Right.
held it for me. And I mean, it's been that kind of a song for me. It's Susan. Yeah, Susan has it as number one. One of the Paul's finest songs ever. It's so ethereal and childlike. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%, Susan. Yeah. So the CD video also too. Yeah, Susan, can you play it? I have not played it. Does it play in a DVD player? I got it at a Beatle Fest a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've never been able to play it. It says audio part and then video part. And it's just kind of all in this Japanese.
Right.
I don't.
Throw it in the DVD player.
I tried. It didn't play.
Um,
It didn't play. So, if anybody, let me know. Ed Crawford says, once upon a while, go to Andy's like me to Broad Street. Fact. But yeah, that's my number one here for me for this episode, guys. So take it away,
Okay.
partner. Close us out.
well, speaking of Take It Away, Take It Away was my number one track for when we did Tug of War. Listen, I'll Give You a Ring is my number one. I think it's the perfect A-side, B-side in the 80s. I know obviously your 1 and 2 was the Once Upon a Long Ago A-side, B-side. Mine is Take It Away, I'll Give You a Ring. I think both songs are perfect. Again, you talked about it, the whoa, yes, I'll give you a ring. Give me your number, I'll give you a ring. I mean,
the whoa yeah part is tremendous.
Yeah, whoa, yeah. I won't be lonely anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
listen to that.
Yeah.
That is just fantastic songwriting.
Yeah, exactly. And it could be, I'll give you a ring. It could be I'll give you a ring. I mean,
play on words.
Exactly. Again, like right away is, so I definitely dig that. I mean, a great. Again, another feel-good song for me, and again, it's another song that when it's on while I'm at work, I'll sing this song. Everybody's looking at me like crazy,
Yeah.
And it's again always brings a smile on my face, just like Take It Away does. And this again, is my number one. And
yeah,
I think it's a great.
Imagine if this song was on Tug of War.
Oh, yeah.
Which James Boyce just said.
Get it off.
James Boyce just said, "I'll give you a ring." Should have replaced "What's That You're Doing" on Tug of War. I would have been fine with that.
That or get it.
Yeah. Or the ultimate classic, "Be What You See."
Be What You See.
Yeah. Music Sound Gear says Tom's number one. Huh? Must have had some Paul special ciggies in that dice box.
Right. Hey, we like what we like, We
like what we like, and that Joe Mayo always says that on his channel,
Yeah, we like what we like.
We like what we like, and if those agree with us, great. If you don't, you like what you like, and good on you for that. Susan had Ring as number 3, so she was right in the same ballpark with you. But I was pleasantly happy to see you had that at number 1.
Yeah.
Very,
Well,
very high praise.
yeah, I already knew what your one and two were going to be because you talked so highly of Once Upon a Long Ago and the B side for so long, as
You
long as
knew.
I've known you, so there was no surprise to me.
You were like, I know what he's gonna have. He's gonna have those
No,
two. Yeah,
yeah,
but I was pleasantly surprised with some of your other choices with Right Away and Flying to My
right,
Home. I give you a ring in the Macca world. That's a pretty well-known B-side in the Macca world. So,
yeah, Macworld, yeah,
and
absolutely,
so very cool to see. It ranked where you had it, and deservedly so.
yeah, cool. All right, well, that was our rank the track of the non-album tracks from the 80s, and we had a good time doing this. Next week is going to be Off the Ground.
La 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 la.
I'm really curious to see how I'm going to be ranking this one because, as a lot of people know, it's not my favorite, but I do respect it. I mean,
Get
it's
on
it's
board, brother.
yeah, I know for me, it's an album that could have been a lot better if some of those great B sides, ended up on the album. But yeah, but Off the Ground will be next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have a good time doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
no, I was saying we got through. This was a lengthy episode with 24 tracks, and we did it in just about an hour. So that
Yeah,
was,
exactly. Yeah.
we knew we were going to just kind of plow through the first half and spend the top 10 on it. So thank you
Yep.
guys for,
Yep.
checking out. And who else just said here? Let me see. Kevin said, "Thanks, guys. You always end up making me appreciate a few of the songs even more than I did already." So
Cool. Thank you.
hey, that's why we do it.
Thank
That's
you.
why we do it.
Yeah.
Off the Ground, complete works or regular? Complete works, Japanese, regular, all that.
Well, I mean, the basic album, Off the
Oh
Ground.
no, what are we ranking? No,
Ranking,
we're
yeah,
ranking the standard album.
yeah,
Just
we're
the
ranking the
standard,
standard album. Yep.
not the complete works. Those completed works will be part of our 90s
Right.
non-album tracks episode, which we'll do in about
3 weeks.
3 weeks time.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
as we know, there's not a whole lot of Paul output in the 90s because he was preoccupied with the anthology at that time.
There you go. Absolutely. There you go. So again, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. We hit our milestone of 500. Now, obviously, next is 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to have a contest for when we pass the 1,000 subscriber. You know, 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. This Saturday, we're posting a new episode, and it's going to be part 2 of our look at the Lennon-McCartney relationship throughout the 70s. That's with our good friend Anthony Rotuno, who does the Glass Onion on John Lennon podcast. So we cover the end of 71 up until the end of 73. So so look for that to come your way this Saturday morning.
Yeah, 10 Eastern. A really great chat with Anthony. And we just, Anthony's so well reversed in the Lennon mystique and what he's gone through and going through this relationship through publications such as Melody Maker and using the resources that we had available to us, such as Keith Badman's After the Breakup book, really kind of helps us kind of go through what was really said, exchanging the war words, and kind of seeing the ice thaw out in the kind of relationship, because 1971, as we know, was so contentious between the two of them. So tense. We talk about this in the show. 72, things kind of settled down a little bit, and by 73, things really begin to thaw out between John and Paul. And now we kind of talk about that in the episode. So I hope you check it out. We had a great time talking to him.
Yep. And if you haven't yet already, please check out last week's episode with Tom Brennan, where we talk a lot about the bootlegs, McCartney bootlegs, and learned a lot from Tom and Andy on that, because it's an area that I've never really ventured into.
Yeah, and actually, much funny. It's funny you mentioned that comment. We just got a comment from Music Sound Gear. Thanks for a great and fun show. By the way, I love the bootleg show. I found a bunch of stuff you talked about. Love the Rupert songs. See, there you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So, again, like him, I mean, I learned a lot on it too, because, I had a lot of, those, not independent, but the chains. I had a store called Harmony House. We had like Best Buy. So those places didn't necessarily carry bootlegs.
No.
So it was always those mom and pop places.
The mom and pop places would carry them, and then back then they were quite expensive.
Right.
So. Yeah, that was a fun episode. So thank you. I'm glad you were able to learn a lot about that Music Sound Gear. So thank you.
Great. So everybody, Andy, anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, thanks everybody. It was another great episode and a lot of tracks to get through. And hopefully, you guys all enjoyed. And we are into the 1990s now.
Yes, off the ground next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And as always, everybody out there, have a great day and a beautiful night.